Joining us now from Austin, Texas, is Nick Adams, the founder of the Foundation for Liberty and American Greatness. And with me here in Houston, Arash Ari Aramesh, an attorney and a foreign policy expert. So we had a situation in Paris today where there was a Muslim immigrant, and he came in. I think he'd been in Paris for about a week, and charged some officials at the Louvre, the museum where the Mona Lisa is, with a machete. And he was shot 5 times in the gut, and they're trying to save his life over there in Paris. And he yelled Allah Akbar before he, started slicing and dicing and charging people. I mean, this is just another example, wouldn't you agree, of radical Islam infringing on the West. And I think about 200 people in Paris or in France have died over the last 2 years in terror attacks. I mean, this just makes the case for very strict immigration proceedings. Wouldn't you agree?
I love it when conservatives or Trump supporters like yourself start using Europe as an example to try to make an analogy or analogize to things that happen here in America. Let's talk about America. Let's talk about what has not happened on U.S. soil since 1975. There are 7 countries on the ban list: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Libya, Sudan, and Somalia. Not a single citizen of those countries has killed an American on U.S. soil
and you know what?
Since 1975.
And you know what?
Guess what?
We want to keep it that way.
And let's do it. Absolutely.
And you know what? That means something's working, and we have to be even tougher. Because if you look at what's happening in Europe, that's basically the next shore. They come here, and then maybe they come here next.
It's much tougher to come to America
saw what happened
than go to Europe,
when the refugees flowed over to Europe, and there was no restrictions at all. They were coming over willy-nilly, and there's carnage on the streets. And what the Trump administration is saying is that let's just get tougher so what's happening in Europe doesn't happen here. Nick, let me get you in here. I mean, this guy, I don't know how you could prevent this guy from coming over. I think he was Egyptian, came over through the UAE at some point on a plane. I don't know if he had a radical background or not, but these are the types of people that this extreme vetting is trying to check. Now, maybe he had a crazy social media, Facebook situation, who knows? But this is a prime example of a bad guy that needs to be kept in the Middle East and out of the West.
Jesse, the simple fact is that every country has the right to determine who comes to their country and the circumstances under which they come. Nobody who values the security and the safety of Americans, of our families, of our communities, should object to President Trump's executive order. Thank God that finally we have a president that's more interested in protecting our families and protecting our country than protecting our feelings. Thank God that we finally have a president that's interested in kicking butt rather than kissing it. And God, we have a president that is really not following the edicts of political correctness, a noodle-armed, vacuous ideology that was delivering us at the knees of these radical elements of Islam that have stated that their intention is to destroy America, destroy Israel, and destroy our way of life.
I agree. I mean, there's nothing un-American about keeping people safe. And let me give you an analogy, since you disregarded my last brilliant analogy. Say you're having a party in the neighborhood, and you've been having these parties, and a bunch of students from North High School keep coming to the party, keep showing up, keep drinking the booze, and keep starting fights with everybody at the party. And this happens weekend after weekend after weekend. After a while, when North High School comes knocking at the door to try to come to the next party, I'm saying, hey, where are you from? Are you from North High School? Sorry, door's closed. You can't come in. As simple as that.
Well,
That's what the temporary ban is.
I want you to do this. You travel a lot. I want you to go to Stanford, go to Harvard, go to MIT, go to Caltech, go to Princeton, and do me another favor and go to a lot of other universities. Go to the nearest hospital near you. See how much immigrants have contributed to this country. 3 examples. A PhD student at Stanford was detained at JFK.
I'm not trying to say I don't want immigrants to come into the country, but I'm not going to shed tears. Listen, I'm not going to shed tears that some Iranian genius can't get into Harvard for an extra month. okay, I'd rather keep the country safe, and I think that's what the point is.
And this
with
is just
temporary ban.
Speaking of feelings, what Trump has done, Mr. Adams, by the way, this is just trying to appease the feelings of some of the most extremist people in his own base. There are no facts supporting what he's done.
There's no evidence
you got to listen
say that.
to the NSA, to the FBI, to the directors of the CIA,
Nick, real quick respond.
and a
20
Republican
seconds.
judge.
Let him get in. Real quick respond, Nick.
President Trump, keep going. We've got your back. We're there for you. Keep us safe. Smash radical Islam. Protect the West. Protect Christianity. We're with you.
All right. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. We'll have more on the travel ban development.